Good morning, everyone. This is take 2 of Timeout Tuesday. First one we had some technical issues with. So I have made the cards, but I'm going to show them to you in this one. Okay. So today is the 3rd of February. I'm Elizabeth Yeager, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sydney, Australia. And it's good to see you today. Oh, yeah, I've just been for a walk with the dog, so I'm feeling a bit weary. I am going to be doing the Sweet, Lovely and Beautiful today. So let me introduce you to it. It's on page 23 of the catalogue. And although they sort of have it more as a wedding thing here, there are two, it's $263.50, but you're getting 2 stamp sets, 2 die sets, embellishments, the ephemera, and look, do you see this picture? It doesn't do these justice. They're absolutely stunning. Um, it it shows too much of the facet up, but look at these. I know they are faceted, but sort of, yeah. I can see, yeah, that, but they are really lovely. Okay, so that's part of it, and there's this lovely trim as well. Okay, so it's white with a gold thread. And then there's this beautiful DSP. So it's mainly in Old Olive, I guess Calypso Carnival, Peach Pine, Fresh Freesia, and white. And it's really pretty. Let me show you some of the things I've made with it. I've done a scrapbook page. Another scrapbook page, some cards. And some more with the ephemera, which I think you can watercolor the ephemera too, and this here as well, and they're lovely. Okay, let me show you quickly the DSP. So we've got, on one side we've got, you can see when I lift it up how it shines in the light, gold embossed, and it is very, very pretty. It's the A side, the B side. This is the B side of this one, and the A side. The B side of this one, and the A side, which is the same as this one, I believe. It's a full sheet. And then we've got this old olive. And this one even has embossing on it. See? And I think that's about it. I believe it's about all of them. Yeah. Aren't they gorgeous? Just stunning. Okay, let me show you what I was going to make and what I have made today. With this card. So this was the first card that I made today. I used the DSP, Old Olive, and inside I use Prayers and Promises, which has these beautiful sentiments. If you're wanting to send someone encouragement because they're sick or they've lost a loved one, or you just want to let them know that you're thinking about them, keeping you in my thoughts, holding you in my heart, remembering you in my prayers. And what I've done with this is I've just put the DSP straight on the Old Olive, added a strip of gold foil, specialty paper that I've cut out with rectangular die cuts, the stitched one. I'm not sure if that's I think that may have even retired. And then I've used one of the gold vellum stickers. So this is them here. I sort of didn't say very much about them, but basically that one fits in there, or in there maybe. Yeah, and they come, and there's different ones. They're so pretty, and they're made out of vellum and quite thick actually. And yeah, you can do all sorts of things with them. So that's those. Now I'll set those over there. So that's what I did with this one, and just put this on with dimensionals. That was card number 1. Okay. So the one I did today, I put this on the right instead of the left, but you can see that they're basically the same card. Okay, card number 2. This is the one that I had made the other day. It uses the sort of the what I would call the B side of the cardstock. And you know, this fancy fold seems so difficult, but basically, if I fold it like that, that's your card base. And what I've done is I've scored down halfway and folded it back on top of it itself. Okay, put a strip of the DSP down there and a strip of the DSP in the inside. Now I didn't do the white bit until the very end. What I did first was I put this together. So I have another square, a rectangle here, and this is in Cajun Craze, which is not a color I use very often, but it looks stunning with this. Cajun Craze, and then I've got the same DSP as this, and then the same DSP as this on the top. And I have die cut Thanks and put it on Cajun Craze and put it on the front. Once I've glued half of this, because you don't want to glue it all down like that, you just want to glue on this side, and laid it down like that, I was able to work out where the white piece of cardstock goes in the inside for writing a message. So that was that one. Now this is the one I made this morning, which is almost very, very similar. This one was thanks. This one I did thank you. And again, the same concept. So I love that card. I love the colors in it actually. The third card that I did was this one. Now, this is the one I'd previously done. So I've used the, I think it's called Delicate, I can't remember, embossing folder. It's a really pretty little embossing folder with like a stitched line on it, and yeah, little pattern on it. These are the dies from the set from the suite. So on this one here, you get wedding wishes, holding in my heart, thinking of you, to the happy couple, and then these flowers. And the other side, you get some die cuts where you can cut out the flowers, which is what I did with this one. And then on this one, you've got a day to remember. This calls for celebration, simply the best. Some foliage. And on the other side, you've got some beautiful dies. These are gorgeous. And you've got these cuts out 2 at a time and some leaves. Okay, so that's what you've got. So that's the whole suite. So what I've done is I've cut these out in gold. I've placed them on the corners, top left and bottom right of the card. I got a bit of the gold DSP, cut it out with the beautiful shape that's in this one here. They are just lovely. There's a whole series of them. Let me show you quickly how they. What I do now is keep my stamps and dies together. So that's them there. Aren't they gorgeous? So there's 6, I think, 6 of those, and then there's this and this and this. Yeah. So beautiful, beautiful set that. So as I was saying, I keep my stamps and dies now that we've got this new packaging. I pop these in here. I get a rubber band. I put the stamps on one side and the dies on the other, like that, and store them like that. It's a really good way, actually, to do it. and it takes up a lot less space. So anyway, let's go back to this. So I did that. I colored this in previously because I wanted it to be dry, and I gold embossed it first, stamped it, gold embossed it, die cut it out. Then I colored this one in Calypso Coral, not Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, and I did this in, I think it was Old Olive, and I just did a little double bow at the bottom and thinking of you in gold, which is one of the sentiments from this. And then I just put some dots on it to brighten it up. This is the one I did this morning. And again, I'd done this before. So this is Timid Tiger, which is a lovely color actually. And it looks lovely on roses. I've seen some roses that are this color and they are stunning. These are the embellishments that go with it. You can see we've got cloud cover. Let me pull this out. 20, 25, 27 flat pearls. So we've got Secret Sea, cloud cover, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, and strawberry slush. So those are the colors we've got. So I'll pop that back in there so I don't lose them. So what I've done is I've stuck that on just with the tape runner, and then I put this on dimensionals and tucked the leaves in behind. And then I added some Timid Tiger flowers on it. I had done a couple of other ones that I wanted to show you. This one, and this is when I used these pretty parallelized faceted circles. And you can see that when you look at them, you can see the little squares on the top, but when you look at them from a distance, they just sparkle. So what I did was I got some fresh freesia and I die cut the two bits of the flower out. When I'd done that, I left the top one just as is, and the bottom one, I got my fresh freesia ink pad and I just brushed over the fresh freesia. And you notice that it makes it a little darker because I wanted to get the contrast in the two lots of petals. Then I added some Darling Duckling center to it and some leaves from the set. This one is on the gingham embossing folder, and I think from memory that's pale peach. Some lovely background actually, and then Old Olive and some DSP, and then this is set on top of it. And I've got Holding You in My Heart. I keep thinking that that is not straight. I think what I tried to do was to, that's better. I think I was trying to put along the line, but it doesn't go. Okay, and I just got just a plain white cardstock in the center. And then yesterday I was playing with this. I had seen this card on Pinterest and I was quite intrigued by it. The lady had made it. She said it was like a gatefold card. This was stuck down and she lifted it up, and then this is where you put the message. Okay, I thought, what if I do this so that when you lift it up and you tuck that there, you don't need anything else to hold it because those sort of sit up a little bit. You've got this kind of card. Okay, so it's like a pop-up. Now what I did was I cut this square, would fit right across the diameter of the card. And then I cut a smaller one and I put it on before I put the DSP on, but I scored it in half. So half of the square is there, then the DSP is on top, and the other half is used to join onto the top square. I die cut this side, put some DSP behind it, and popped it on the card, put Holding You in My Heart there, And this is in peach pie, and that's my card. Okay, I think this would look stunning in this color. I really do. I think it would look amazing in that. So I might have to forgo with that. But just to show you, you could even do it in the fresh freezer as well. That you can use the other side of the DSP as well, if you wanted as more as a background thing. So those were my cards for today. I'm sorry the earlier one while I was making them just didn't work today. But if you want more information, this is one of the vellum cutouts as well. If you want more information about the cards, send me a message and I can let you know a little bit more information about them. And I hope you have a lovely day. It's very, very humid here and very overcast, but it sure beats 47 degrees, I must say. It's just quite pleasant to have a cooler day. So, anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed the podcast today, even though you haven't seen me really make anything. I've been really, really busy, and yeah, I look forward to showing you some of the things in the future that I've been making. Been taking advantage of the time um, when I've been off teaching piano and getting some projects completed. So anyway, take care. And if you don't follow me on YouTube, I'd encourage you to do so because I'm up to 137 followers, I think, but I would love to get that up to at least 150, more if I can. So if you think of anybody who would like to watch what I do, or yeah, that would like to support me in this, that would be fantastic. Anyway, next week, 10th of February, I'm going to be doing friendly foliage, and I hope you enjoy seeing what I've done with that. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.